with me to learn some music theory.
Now we're going to move over to the strings.
Let me move this violin.
We need a treble clef, which will be right here. It's also called the G clef because it's on the second line, which is G. What I'll do here is we'll put on the lines, on the spaces, F, A, C, E. So in between the spaces, face. Face is in the space. That's one way we use to remember. Have E on the first line, G, B, D, and finally F. And we learned E for every, G for good, B for burger, D deserves, F fries. Now, one way to remember the letters in order, starting with E. Go on the bottom line, E. First space is F. Second line is G. Second line is A. Space. Third line is B. Then third line is C. D. The next line, E. And then on the line, F. All right, now here, if you go backwards, before the letter E, you got the letter D. So underneath the last line here, you're gonna have a D. And if you want to go even lower, you will have a new line here, and it's called the ledger line. And then we go backwards still to another note C. So going forward, after the letter F, F, G. So then on top here, we have a G. And we put a letter on top of the G with the ledger line, it would give you an A. Right, that's just one way to get through all the notes. Here, these are the notes on the strings of the violin. E is the highest sound, A is the next down, D is the next one down, and G is the lowest sound on the violin. Now, there's two lines here. Those are called ledger lines. If you remember back to here, we got the C on the first ledger line. So before the letter C will be a B. We put the ledger line again. Now B will be down here. All right, now we need two ledger lines. 1, 2, right in here, the G will be on that one. Two ledger lines down here, that's where the letter G is. So that's how you find out the ledger lines in the notes here. You just have to go backwards, add a line, add a line, add a line. Okay. All right, let's move on to the violin. All right, the tie, that's the E string, the one that's closest to away from your body. That's out of tune, but that would be the next string over.
Yeah, it's out of
The
tune.
next
We
string
can
over,
fix that.
and then the lowest string was up here on the top or the back. Okay, instrument, and it goes based off vibrations. So the first string. There we go. We got an E. I get to the A. All right. C sharp. All right, and the fine tuners are easier to choose to tune with because you only need to move a little bit, and it usually works pretty well. Up here, when you try, it makes it a little bit tough because if you move it just the slightest, it can go up like 2 pitches, 3 pitches. So right here, we should be good.